My last post was about putting a timing chain and doing all the water gaskets and all that. Well, yeah, so much to say. I have a new car now, so I got a new Honda Accord. I'm super excited about it. But so we're gonna do the reading today. I was running some errands and had some things to do, but I was like, man, I really want to get on here and say hi to everybody. So I'm gonna do a quick move on, or like let go, or should you stay or should you go type deal. All right, and we're gonna run for as long as my battery will let me. All right. So I hope you guys are doing good. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but we are back in action. Sun is shining. It's beautiful outside. Let's see what we got. Team Aries. Aries, right away. We're just going to get right to it. Real quick run through. Should you hold on or should you let go, Aries? Holding on or letting go? Hi, Jennifer. Is it Rudy? Hi, Rudy. All right. Aries, should you hold on or should you let go? We are in my new ride. I don't know. I hardly ever do. I never do this car stuff, so. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I had to, we replaced the timing, the gasket on the timing housing and the water pump housing and put the whole truck back together. And it took us forever and ever and ever. We got it all ready to go. And, we put, it started up, wasn't leaking. Everything was doing great. And we put a fuse in the automatic door locks. And then my truck decided that I stole it. So all of it triggered the immobilizer, and I have to get a new brain for it. It's like completely stupid, but so I went and bought a new car. And I still have my truck, but right now I'm just not like, I'm like, okay, truck, you could go ahead and flash like I stole you, even though I know you ain't stolen. All right, Aries. Should you stay or should you go? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you got the Nine of Pentacles in the upright and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So Aries, it feels like you're slowly, in the Tower. So don't stay until you hate one, okay? I don't know who really needs to hear this, but sometimes, if we don't make the decision, the universe makes the decision for us. And it is a million times harder when the universe makes the decision for you, okay? So don't stay until you hate somebody, all right, Aries? Like, if you need to walk away slowly from a situation, I mean, you see how this guy is in no hurry. He's in no hurry. So it's like, well, you or this other person's in no hurry to go anywhere. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't make up your mind, the universe is going to make up your mind for you, all right? And usually when that happens, it's a whole motherfucking ass kicking. I don't want you to get your ass kicked. I don't want anybody else to get their ass kicked either. So Aries, you might need to make a decision here before the universe makes the decision for you, because it doesn't look like you're trying to make the decision yourself. You got King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You could be losing money on this situation, or like you might just be worried that you might not have enough money to go anywhere or to do what it is that you want to do. But I feel like if you don't make the decision, the universe is going to put its foot. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands in reverse. All the Pentacles is in reverse. I dropped it. Where'd it go? Where'd you go, card? It's so nice to see you guys. So it looks like if you don't make the decision, the universe is going to make the decision for you, Aries. Hi, Mama Beans. It's all right. I'm in my car doing my thing. All right. So why... I don't know. You've got a little bit of time left. So you got a little bit of time left before the universe is going to make the decision for you, Aries. And I think the longer you wait, the less resources you'll have. The less resources you'll have, the less support you'll have in making the decision. Yeah, but you're in your own little mental prison here. It's like you are stuck. You know, like you don't want to make the decision. Sometimes it's like, I understand that. Like you don't want to have to make the decision, but if you don't make the decision's going to be made for you. And it really sucks when that happens. So I know sometimes we don't want to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like we're like, oh, well, if I break up or if I leave the situation, that makes me the bad guy, you know? And, no decision is a decision. Okay. So if you've already left in your mind, then the only thing left is to take the steps to actually move. Okay. To do the action. So these are going to be kind of quick. So let's go on to Taurus. Yes, I'm in a new car. So we're going to go Taurus at 5:49. Taurus, should you stay or should you go? I know I wasn't going to do it. I was like, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm not doing nothing, but I don't care. I'm just going to do it. I love you guys. I got a moonroof. You see the sun right there? Oh, I guess I'd have to turn it on. I'm excited. This is my most favorite car I've ever had. Like I had this car that I gave to my son, and I found the exact same car that I used to have. It's nothing fancy, but I love it. True that, true that. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, Taurus. Should you stay or should you go, Taurus? It's kind of nice. It's beautiful outside. It's super pretty out here. Taurus, should you stay or should you go? I'm so glad to be back. I missed you guys. Ooh. The Three of Swords. It feels like somebody is prolonging the inevitable with the Five of Cups. It looks like there's been some disappointment, Taurus. That you're trying to get over some sort of heartbreak. Like you're trying to forgive this person. You're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But it's like no matter how much you try to let go of whatever heartbreak happened, it's like it just keeps resurfacing. You know, anytime that you guys get into an argument, it's like whatever it was that they did to disappoint you, just keeps coming back up. It just keeps coming back up. And I feel like somebody is prolonging the inevitable here. You know, some things are just, you know, you can forgive, but you'll never forget. You know, and there are some things that is as much as we would like to say that we can get over it or that we'll forget about it, it just doesn't really happen. You know, like you end up going to bed still thinking about that same situation, or you get into an argument and like that same situation gets brought right back up. You know, like you guys don't see eye to eye with each other. You guys might have a hard time communicating, you know, especially about whatever sort of arguments or, you know, whatever was disappointing in the past, because there's definitely some disappointment and some heartbreak there. It does look like there has been some healing, but it's never going to be forgotten, you know, but you're staying committed to the situation. So it doesn't look like you're going anywhere with this commitment card, okay, where the Hierophant is that is definite commitment here. So it doesn't look like you were planning on going anywhere, you know, but you're having a hard time forgiving whatever sort of injustice that was done, whatever sort of disappointment that was done, you know. And that's the hard part about forgiveness. It's like if you truly forgive somebody, you got to like actually forgive them and not bring it back up, you know, in your next argument, or they can't bring it back up in your next argument, because you do have the Ten of Cups here. So there is a lot of long-term stability in this relationship or in this situation, whatever it is that you're asking about here, whatever comes to mind. So you are committed, and there is long-term, this is supposed to be long-term, happy, successful, and committed. But like right now, it just feels like there's a lack of communication or a lack of seeing eye to eye, and somebody is still really trying to heal from heartbreak or from some sort of disappointment from the past with the Five of Cups here. You know, the Five of Cups is focusing on all the good. So try not to, I mean, sometimes we'll have a partner that's like 99.9% all legit, and then we'll focus on the 0.1%, like, oh, you know, the 0.1%, it's like then all of a sudden the 99.9% just disappears. So it doesn't look like you're going anywhere. The cards are saying to hold on. There might need to be a little bit more communication. I know that you'll probably never forget. You know, they say forgive and forget, but I don't think you're going to be able to forget whatever it was that happened, whatever it was that transpired, or whatever that caused the heartbreak to begin with. It's it's a little bit more difficult for you to forget what's going on here. But it does look like there is, yeah, with the Sun card, boom, there is a chance for happiness. All right, so Taurus, the cards are saying hold on. All right, hold on, Taurus. Hold on, Taurus. Okay, let's go on to Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome here. Welcome back. Hello, hello. We are in my new car because my truck decided that I stole it. Like, I tripped the immobilizer by putting a fuse inside of my automatic door locks after we just spent like all week doing the gaskets on the timing housing and the gaskets and the water pump, like hands on, tore the whole front end apart, put it all back together. And then we put a fuse in my automatic door locks, and then my truck decided that I stole the truck. So now I got to get a whole new brain and do CTM and all that stuff. So I bought a new car. We're in my new car. What up, Ralph? All right, Gemini. Should you stay or should you go for Team Gemini? Should you stay or should you go, Team Gemini? What do we got? I pulled the Five of Cups in the reverse. So there was some sort of past disappointment, you know, but you got the Justice in the upright. So Justice in the upright, I kind of feel like you're going to get to see somebody fucking make their bed. All right, if somebody did you dirty, you know, they say don't seek revenge. It's like, man, like, I can't do nothing compared to what God can do as far as like revenge goes. It's like, don't seek revenge, you know, leave all your battles up to God, man, and watch. Just sit back and watch. And I feel like whatever it is, you have the Fool, like you're moving on and you're getting your justice. All right, if you have some sort of legal issue going on, I feel like it will be ruled in your favor, or you're going to get some sort of justice as far as like the judicial system goes with the Justice in the upright. But I feel like you are going to get to see, like, pretty much like whoever it was that fucked you over, you're going to get to see like what goes around comes around. You know, that's one thing that's like, I've been so good to people, and like I might not get good come back to me from the people I was good to, but it always comes back. It always comes back tenfold, 100-fold. You know what I mean? It might not be from the same people that I helped, but guaranteed everything I need and then some is always provided. And you got the Wheel of Fortune too. Okay, so things are going to be looking up. So it doesn't look like it looks like you're transitioning on. You know, like the only action card here really is the Six of Swords, so that's like taking a new leap of faith and moving forward after some sort of disappointment. But I do feel like you are going to see your justice, all right? And you're gonna see that Wheel of Luck turn in your favor, okay? So go check out Goodman's channel. I know that he was live right now. I didn't get a chance to pop in there. So if you see Goodman, please go give Goodman a holler and a follow, all right? Tell him I said hello. I'll be in there right after this as soon as I get home. But yeah, Page of Pentacles, you're tired of putting money into a situation. But you might have lost money. You might have lost money, but you're gonna get what it is. You're gonna see the turnaround. All right, you're gonna get your justice. So it is saying like the action cards are to take a new leap of faith and to transition on. You know, maybe if this is a personal transition or you know, like an actual move, a move away from, but you will get your justice after some sort of disappointment here. All right, Gemini. What other cards can we tell? What other messages can we give to Gemini? Should they move on or should they let go? Hold on or keep it moving, keep it trucking. What do we got? Should Gemini move on or let go? Oh, the Four of Swords in the reverse. So it's time for action. Like, quit resting. Like, if you know that you're supposed to do something, whatever it is that your intuition tells you that you know you need to do, sometimes those are the hardest decisions to make. All right, because it like with the four of Swords in the upright, it's like time for rest and relaxation. You might feel exhausted, burnt out about a situation or overthinking a situation. All right, but it's time for action. It's time to take action for yourself. All right, don't just sit around and wait for something to happen, because with the Fool card and the transition there, you know, the Six of Pentacles. So quit being generous of your time. All right, Quit being generous of your time. Don't be giving out any money. If anybody's asking you for money, like, they gotta go. So if this is a roommate situation, or like, I know that's kind of a specific message for somebody, but if there's somebody that you've been, that has been using you to survive, like, it's time to cut that umbilical cord, all right? Like, they gotta figure some shit out on their own. So I don't think that was necessarily about a love situation. Thank you so much, Ralph. Yeah, because there's just too much disappointment. You've see, there's too much disappointment. You can forgive, but you ain't ever gonna forget. In the devil card, ooh, there is definitely some sort of toxicity between you and another person. All right, and it could be like y'all could be addicted to each other. That toxic love is usually like if y'all are fuck buddies or some shit. Like, whoo, that sex is good as fuck, but it's not really going to amount to anything. So it's really like, what do you want to do with it? Like, we're all adults here, so do what you want to do, but be aware of what it is that you're getting into if you're going to go down like that. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go on to Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Welcome here. Welcome back. Let's see what we got for Team Cancer. Should we move on or let go? On or let go for Team Cancer. Oh, don't forget to hit that little like button. I haven't done any car, I think I've done one car reading before, but I have a new car, so I'm excited. Clean slate, new car. Thank you so much, M. Williams. Hi. Yeah, it was a spur of the moment, but it's almost like I manifested it because I gave my son the exact same car, right? And ever since I gave my son that car, I've been like, damn, I want my car. I miss my car, So I actually it is the exact same car that I gave to my kid, which is cool as hell. And it was totally within my price range, like something that, that I could actually pick up. So I took that as a sign from the universe, like a serendipitous sign from the universe that, like, go ahead, get the car. So I got the car. Cancer. Should you stay or should you go? Hold on or let go. Serendipitous. All right. Man, that Five of Cups. Disappointment. So we got the Four of Wands. I put the Five of Cups back, so if it comes out again, it comes out again. But we got the Four of Wands. So that is the marriage. That is the happily ever after card, Cancer. Like, I know the readings that I've done lately for Cancers have been so real, like, they've been so good. But this is the 1111 card. All right, and I think that comes after some disappointment because the Five of Cups did come out. We have the Temperance here. So this is very equally balanced. All right, like, you got a good head on your shoulders. They got a good head on their shoulders. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. But this is like long-term, stable, committed, like screaming from the rooftops, like there ain't going to be no doubt. Like, there's no doubt. I don't know if you're just looking for confirmation. You're like, I was just checking. I already know. You know what I mean? Like one of them type of deals. Like, I already know the answer. Like, I feel like you already know. Like, you already know whoever this reading is for. Like, there ain't no question in your mind if you're going to stay or go with this person. You're like, I ain't going nowhere, never. They ain't going nowhere, never. Yeah, Ten of Wands in the reverse. It's like there's, like, you're finally putting your guard down. Like, you can let your guard down. The Magician, like, you feel like you manifested this. You probably straight did manifest this. Happy birthday, Cancer, right? Cancer season. What? The Judgment. So this is something that is very this is like, it's about time. You know what I mean? It's about goddamn time. You get what you get, You finally get something that you can hold on to, that you can sink your teeth into, that is tangible, that doesn't just look good on paper or isn't some sort of lofty idea. Like, this isn't a lofty ass relationship. Like, this is something that's tangible, The Four of Swords. After a lot, like, I feel like you've put in a lot. You've probably been around the block, got your heart broke, you know what I mean? Broke a couple hearts. Been there, done that, learned your lessons, and now that you've learned all the lessons, it's like you got the Fool card ready to take that leap. All right, so if you're wondering if you're gonna get cold feet or whatever, I feel like you're all in. This person's all in with you too. Like, there ain't no going nowhere. All right, Ain't no going nowhere, Cancer. This person ain't going nowhere. They ain't planning on going nowhere. The Two of Cups, like, they think that you guys work really well together. As a team, you guys are very like-minded. You get along really well. You speak the same love language, or if you don't, you know how to communicate. You know how to communicate with each other and to each other. So, yeah, there ain't no going nowhere. And I feel like that's taken a lot of inner work. Like sometimes, like, the inner work isn't all about being able to successfully, like, navigate trauma. It's so that we can actually successfully enjoy something healthy. Because sometimes when we are like, we're so used to, them relationships where it's like, oh, well, they're not trying to check my phone. You know what I mean? That means you don't love me. Like, what do you mean you're not trying? You ain't jealous. You ain't trying to check my phone. You're not wondering why you're not mad because I'm 10 minutes late from coming from the grocery store. Like, once you've broken away from all of those types of toxic relationships, those toxic relationship patterns, and I feel like you're really truly stepping into something healthy. you know but there is a little bit of indecisive here. Are you indecisive because you don't know how to handle this healthy shit? All right, just suck it up, buttercup. If it's boring, that means it's probably healthy. If it's all over the place, no, just kidding. Hey, Doris. And the Empress. You guys can have children together. You guys have it all together. This is a all in. Like, y'all is all in, Cancer. So these cards are saying to hold on, hold up, wait a minute. Don't go nowhere, all right? Doesn't run faster scared. No, running faster scared, okay? All right, let's go on to Leo. Leo, 2136. Hopefully my phone will last this whole thing, but we're going to go, okay? We're just going to keep going. Hi, Leo. Happy Friday. Woo, woo, TGIF. Reminds me of the Cure song. Friday, I'm in love. All right. Leo, what do we got for the lovely Leo? Should you stay or should you let go for lovely Leos? I'm in my new car. I got a new car because my truck decided that I stole it. I flipped the frickin' immobilizer on it, even though it's never had a security system ever in its lifetime. The brain in my truck thinks that it was stolen, so it turned on the immobilizer and won't let me turn it over, and the lights keep flashing even though it's wigging out. So I bought a new car. I'm still going to work on the truck. Like, I'm not done. I'm too stubborn to give up on the truck. So, too fucking stubborn. We spent too much money and too many days working on that mofo. It's got a brand new whole front end. I'm like, no. I'm going to have a truck and a car. All right. Leo. Should you stay or should you go? For Team Leo. Friday, I'm in love. Team Leo. Ooh, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It kind of feels like you're tired of giving to this justice. Like, you don't, I don't know if you feel like you get what you put in. Thank you so much, Doris. I'm super excited about it. Like, I got a sunroof. It's got air conditioning. So yeah, there's been some sort of heartbreak here. And you're not sure if you're wanting to put in anymore. You're like, I'm not getting back what it is. Like, you're like, okay, I've given to this. The Six of Pentacles, like, I've given to this. I've been generous with my energy, with my money, with my home, with everything. And I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. I forgot to turn off my messages. My bad. For anybody wearing headphones. I'm so sorry. But you're like, I don't know. Like, I'm just, like, I don't know how much more I should give. It's like, I can't just keep giving just because I've given for so long. Sometimes we hold on for so long because we've already put so much into it, Hi, Wildflower Garden. And you're not sure, like, you don't know if this person is codependent on you or if you're codependent on this person. Okay, because there is a sense of codependency here, but it feels like you've stayed for so long already because of how much time you've put into it. I've known people that they are in miserable ass relationships, but because they've been in a miserable relationship for 8 to 10 years, they refuse to let go. Absolutely refuse, no matter how much they hate each other, It could be like one of those type of situations, the Seven of Wands. You know, you're doing a lot of internal work. Like you might have emotionally moved past this situation. Like you've grown emotionally and spiritually, and you don't feel like you're getting what it is that you deserve with this three of swords here, and the Nine of Cups being in reverse. It's like you don't feel like you are getting what it is that you deserve. Like you know what your value is, and like you aren't getting it from this person. So you got the Hierophant in reverse. So to me that's like, don't stay committed to some shit that ain't committed to you. All right, sometimes we are so committed. Okay, we are so committed to people. Like I have been committed to people that didn't give a fuck about me. You know, like I would have lost out on friendships. I would have rode or die for somebody that wouldn't even cross the street for me. All right. So I feel like the Three of Cups in reverse. Like you just don't feel like you don't feel like you're a part of a team here. You know, it's like you're a one person army, and you're not having it. Four of Cups. You know, but it could be that there might be a lot of positivity that you're not seeing. Like maybe there's just so much negative that it's like it outweighs the positive. Hey, Dan. Hi, Dan. But you do have an opportunity around you. There's some other opportunity. You see how that rainbow's behind her, you know, but she's so focused on what it is that she's got in front of her that she don't see that rainbow behind her. She don't see the opportunity. Like generally there's a hand in the sky handing a cup, right? And the person underneath the tree is kind of pouting and not paying attention. So make sure that you are being aware of your surroundings, of the opportunities that are being presented to you, okay, outside of this situation. Like if you're so focused on this one person or this one specific aspect of this person, like you might miss out on something great because you're so focused on, not you, I hate to use the word you because people get defensive, because we are so focused on one specific aspect. Don't lose out on some sunshine. All right. The Emperor in reverse. So that's somebody that's kind of a tyrant, you know, stuck in their ways, hard to talk to. Okay. So whoever it is that you're dealing with, like they could be really freaking stubborn, you know, my way or the highway. And you're like, well, your way is like all one way streets. How come it's cool for you, but it ain't cool for me? You know, it's like once you start treating them the same way that they treat you, it's like all of a sudden you're a bad guy, you know? So I just don't feel like you are getting what it is that you deserve out of this situation. All right, Leo. Even though you have like I said, you just got a lot of memories. You got a lot, like there's a lot of staying power. And it's like, no, I'm staying because I've got 15 years, because I've already been in it for 8 years, because we have so many like you remember all the good times and you just wanted to go back to the way that it was. You know, you're like, okay, everything would be good if we could just go back to the being the way that it was. But it's like it's a new. Hey, Goodman, I was just talking about you. Hi, Goodman. I know I'll be over on yours as soon as I'm done here. Please go give Goodman a follow and a holla. So, you got the Lovers in reverse. So somebody definitely feels more like they're more about the situation. You or this other person is more about the situation, but I think you already know that. All right. So really, it's up to you. Like I don't know if anything is going to change. You know what I mean? Like this isn't a lot of clear action here. There's not a whole lot of action cards. It's kind of like it's up to you what you want to do, but it doesn't feel like there's much that's going to change. It's like you've got what you've got, you know? Especially if you've been with somebody for a long ass time. It's like, can you accept them for who they are? You know, accept what it is and be happy with what you got, or move on, you know? But you know your worth. Like something about this feels like you've outgrown it. That you feel you've got the Lovers in reverse again. That you feel it, you know? That you feel that you have evolved and are on a different vibration, a different frequency. Yeah, very much could be a karmic soul tie. You know, and we've all been someone's karmic, right? Like we have all experienced all of that. We are all divine feminine. We are all divine masculine. We are all someone else's karmic, and we've all had a karmic, and we've all been someone else's karmic as well. So the fact that we're progressing on our spiritual life path is exactly what we're supposed to do. But we gotta learn when to move away from that, you know, when to be like, okay, I've outgrown this situation, and without there being hate involved, you know, just because people grow apart from each other doesn't mean we have to hate each other, and like we have such a hard time with that as humans. So yeah, the Chariot is saying, like, as far as the movement card, that's the most movement out of a card that we've gotten for you, Team Leo, is the Chariot. That's moving forward. All right, there's like there might come a point. I mean, this could be crossroads too, but um, there's going to be so much momentum that no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to stop it. All right, you're not going to be able to stop the momentum that is behind this transition. All right, let's move on to Team Virgo. Hey, Selena. Nice to see you. I'm chilling in I got a brand new car. I have been working my ass off on my truck, and then my truck decided that I stole it. So it triggered the immobilizer. It triggered the immobilizer, and my headlights started flashing, and everything started going wacky. I got a new brain for it, put the new brain in, so it'll turn over now, but the lights are still flashing like I stole it. So I got a new car. And if you don't know Selena from Love Fire Tarot, please go give Selena a holla and a follow. Why are you on a different account, Mom? All right, Virgo. I got a pit mob bill. I did. I have a Honda. I have a Honda Accord. It's got a 6-cylinder 3.0 VTEC, man. I love it. It's exact. I had this car before. I had the exact same car, and I gave it to my son. And I've been super sad. Like, man, I love that car. I want that car. I love that car. And I manifested getting the exact same car. So I was like, when I saw it pop up, I was like, that's mine. So I went and got it. It was exactly the amount that I could pay for it at the exact time that I needed it, in the exact car that I wanted. So I was like, hell yeah, serendipitous. Shoot, they'll go more than 250,000 miles. They'll go so much more if you take care of them. And this engine is so solid. Like it runs so smooth and it's so solid. And like I'm a gearhead, dude. Like I will get into the guts of a car. Like I ain't scared to get my hands dirty at all. I know so much about cars. I have a whole room dedicated to tools. Like I'm such a tomboy, dude. Like I'm such a tomboy. Oh shit. Yeah, he is happy with the car. He wishes the radio would work. I wish that he would take better care of it. You know what I mean? Like he wants the exterior stuff. I'm like, where you need an oil change. You need to make sure that the antifreeze is in it. You know, like you need to make sure you take care of the engine. He's like, I want a stereo. I was like, you had a stereo, but you blew it. No, he didn't blow it. My Napa wrenches, my wrenches. Dude, Google or YouTube has so many amazing videos on doing on car repair. Like I will watch several like we just put a brand new gasket in my timing housing, and I watched videos on YouTube. There was some of it that was like hard for me because I don't have the upper body strength. So my friend did help me do it, so I didn't do it all by myself, but I was there wrenching. No shit, Mom. I mean, that's what kids are supposed to do. We're supposed to borrow tools from Mom. Sorry, Virgo. Let me read timestamp. I've been blabbing. All right. Virgo. Should you stay or should you go, Team Virgo? Should you stay or should you go? I actually have plants that are alive now. My mom got me a plant. I have plants. I'm keeping them alive now. Like, that's a huge milestone for me, having plants again. I used to have so many plants, and that's how I could tell my life was completely, like, falling apart, is because I had a hole in my drum, and all of my plants were dead, and I was like, man, there is something wrong here. There is something wrong with this. Speaking of drums, right? Drum your heart out, King of Wands. Drum your heart out. I don't know if anybody's ever been to a drum circle or not. So the Four of Pentacles. So that's a card about holding on, right? Holding on. If that is an action, and if you're wanting to hold on, like you might be hoarding, you know, there could be a card of hoarding, saving money. Some of y'all need to save some money. But if you're looking at an action card, we ask, should I hold on or should I let go? That's a hold on. That there's no other card. Like, what is she doing? Is she holding on? You know what I mean? I love you guys so much. That's so cool. I love roses. Rosemary is so hard to grow. Like, there are so many grasshoppers right now. I'm kind of glad I don't have a garden outside, because they would, like, I call them asshoppers. Some asshoppers would have ate all of everything. So Two of Pentacles, like, you're not going nowhere. Like, you've done made up your mind. Like, you're like, nope, I'm holding on to this. I'm holding on to this. There's no reason to even think about it. No reason to even think about it. You know, even if there has been heartbreak, you're like, I'll move through it. You know, when I said till death do us part, I meant till death do us part. That's almost kind of stalkery. Are you being a stalker, or somebody else being a stalker with you? Oh, you got the Ten of Cups. This is because this is a long-term committed relationship. Like, not everything is all rainbows and unicorn farts, you know? And I think that there's a very healthy balance in y'all's relationship. You know, even though there might be some inconsistencies, or, you know, some bad days, or, you know, some fighting, there's no relationship on this planet that ain't got fighting, that doesn't have some sort of heartbreak, you know, that doesn't have some sort of miscommunication, or, you know, sometimes we're bored, sometimes it's not the greatest, but this is a long-term, stable, committed relationship with the Ten of Cups here. This is forever and ever and ever and ever, you know? I mean, unless somebody's like super stalkery with you, and that's not you, that's not how you feel about the situation. Virgo's love. You know, and the Tower in reverse, so it doesn't feel like nobody's going nowhere. You know, the Ten of Pentacles. You got the Ten of Pentacles and you got the Ten of Cups. And the Tower in reverse. So if you're waiting, if you've been waiting for it to catastrophize, you know, for it just to end, like, quit catastrophizing it, okay? Because this person ain't going nowhere and you ain't going nowhere. Like, you might have your ups and your downs, you know, like you have your ebb and your flow. Yeah, all of the decision-making cards, like, you've done made up your mind. The Wands in reverse, you're like, you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere, they ain't going nowhere. The Sun, you know? Like, you might be, like, there's peaks and valleys in every relationship. Ain't no relationship all unicorns and rainbow farts all the fucking time. I mean, if it was, that'd be fucking weird, you know? Like, no, y'all never fight ever? Like, what the fuck? That's kind of weird, you know? But this is a long-term, long-term, successful relationship. Like, you ain't going nowhere, they ain't going nowhere. You know? Like, y'all might be having some sort of financial issues, you know, like you guys could be fighting over money. Don't fight over money, okay? Don't fight over fucking money. Money and dishes, dude. Ten of Wands. Yeah, there might be some sort of burden right now, some sort of financial burden, but I feel like you guys are going to get through it. Whatever it is you got going on financially, you know, that's causing some sort of stress in the relationship, like, this is just temporary, all right? If you could go back to think of, if you could go back and think of a time where it wasn't like this, you know, then that proves right there that it ain't always going to be like it is right now. Okay, that is proof That is the proof. If you could go back in your mind and think of a time that you guys weren't in this weird financial burden, that you guys weren't fighting with each other, that you guys weren't at a lull in your relationship, then that means that it ain't always going to be that way. There's an atmosphere song that's like, if I could keep this feeling in a plastic jar, bust it out when life feels hard. So it's kind of like busting it out when, like, in your mind, keeping those positive memories in your mind, so that when you're going through a rough patch or whatever, you can bust them out and break open that happiness. Why are you on a different account, Mom? And why do you keep saying rainbow farts? Rainbows and unicorn farts. So it looks like you're holding on. You are holding on, Virgo. All right, let's go on to Team Libra. Libra, 44. I got a slushie. They were having a grand opening at the Circle K. They just built the Circle K by my house. And I got a bad for me slushie, but I don't care. It's delicious. All right. Team Libra. What do we got for Team Libra? Should you hold on or let go? Sometimes holding on does us more pain. Like if you see those memes where it's like you got that rope wrapped around your hand and it's like cutting into your circulation and breaking open your skin, and it's like all you got to do is let go. Sometimes the hardest thing is letting go, but sometimes it's the best thing for you. All right, Team Libra. What do we got for Team Libra? The Emperor. Ooh, that's all four kings put together, and it's in the upright. What's up with that? That looks yummy. What do we got with this Emperor here? What's up with the Emperor, Libra? We like Emperors. Emperors are good. That's like Big Daddy. Hey, Big Daddy. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. So it might be going a little slower than you want. But you feel like you might have found like the one that has everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever dreamt of. Like this person looks like they like check your boxes. They might check your box, they might wreck your box. Okay, they might be wrecking your box and checking your box. Oh shit, the Lover's card. So this is you have a very intense, deep soul like connection with this person. They could even be your twin flame. All right, and to me a twin flame is a divine lab partner. Like that's like somebody that you are meant to work with on in this lifetime to help the collective, to help raise the consciousness of the collective. And you each like trigger each other to a different vibration to look at the things inside yourself. Like not always does this have to be romantic, because romance is human, unconditional love is divine. All right, so it might not necessarily be a romantic connection that you have with this person, but I mean, then again, it could be, it could be with this Emperor here. But you feel like whatever it is, like you have the cycle completion. So either you guys have completed a karmic cycle together and have elevated, or you've done so much work on yourself that this next person that comes in, yeah, but we're not doing next person. This is either hold on or let go. So shit, I'd hold on to that. A Lover's card, a motherfucking Emperor. That's a whole lot of holding on. Like bust out the handcuffs. The Six of Wands, that's celebration, victory. So you might feel very like you won the lottery with this connection. All right. Whoever this is, like they might be going a little bit slow. They might be moving a little bit slowly, and it might make you feel a little bit, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I ready for this? Can I, is this where I should be going? Is this what I should be doing? You have a decision to make. Yeah, Two of Wands and Two of Swords back to back. You have a decision to make. What is this decision, Libra? Like, why the fuck you would let this go? An Emperor with the Lover's card and shit? Is it just moving too slow for you? What's up with that? Three of Cups. Oh, so they might be a polyamorous. This might be breaking the constructs of all of what we've been taught. You know what I mean? Like this might be a completely different type of relationship than what you're used to. But that's also a card of celebration. So, I mean, this person could be polyamorous or wants to be in an open relationship with you, and you're not sure if that's acceptable with you or not. Or this could be just a card of straight celebration. All right. Breaking all the confines. Oh, but you got the Fool card. So that's jumping all in head first. That's vroom beep beep. Vroom beep beep. Hold my human. The universe is like, here, hold my human. Look what I can do. So it looks like you are gonna give this a shot. You are giving this a shot. It's not saying to let go. There ain't nothing about letting go here. Ace of Swords. But that's like having a new idea, a new perspective. So, I mean, if this person is all about polyamory or being in an open relationship, like that might be a new concept to you. And it might be something that might be what you're having to make your decision on, is if you're willing to break out of the normal mold. Oh, Robin. Hello, little Robin. But this is an intense, extremely intense connection with the Lovers card here. So, I mean, the cards are saying you got a tough decision to make, but they're not saying to let go. You know, they're the Hierophant. That's higher. That's a higher level of commitment. They're saying stay committed to this. All right. The cards are saying stay committed to this, Libra. Let's go on to Team Scorpio. 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 Hi, Scorpio. Welcome here. Welcome back. Hi, little Robin. There's a little Robin out my window. I love Robins. Like they move a couple of inches. They'll boop boop boop, and then they stop, and then they go again. Boop 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 boop, and then they stop. They're like, you can't see me. I'm a Robin. Scorpio. What up, Scorpio? What do we got for Team Scorpio? Should you stay or should you go, Team Scorpio? Should you stay or should you go now? If you stay, there will be trouble. Scorpio, you got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So, you might be dealing with somebody that's a little... Sorry, guys. Somebody that you got some rough memories with. But you got the Lovers card in, like... You got the Lovers card in reverse. It came out in the reverse. But you got the Six of Cups in reverse, too. So, somebody that you're trying to forget. You're like, I'm trying to forget all this bullshit. You might be a little bit, like, they might be a little bit bitchy to you, or you might be a little bit bitchy to them. All right? But the Queen of Swords is a bitch. Like, she's, like, a hardcore truth. Like, nothing but the truth. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. She's like, fuck your feelings. All right, but she also tells the truth to hurt your feelings, not just like, oh, it being a byproduct of the truth. The fact that it hurts your feelings, like, nah, this chick or this dude is like just straight a fucking asshole. Like they're being an asshole to you for no reason. You got the Page of Pentacles. So you would like there to be some sort of forward movement, or they would like there to be some sort of forward movement, but it's like everything seems to just be, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, you know, and you're like not sure, you're like, I'm not surrendering to this bullshit, you know, because the Hangman is about seeing things from a different perspective, but it's in the reverse. So you're like either one of you, like both of you just might be button heads, you know. What the fuck? That was crazy. Did you guys hear that? So both of y'all might be button heads, you know. You could have 2 fixed signs together, neither one of you refusing to budge. 9 of Swords in reverse. There seems to be a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of like, oh, I'm not going to call you because you didn't call me. Or, you know, there's just like a lot of button pushing, a lot of like, it feels like a lot of game playing. Like this person's playing games with you or you're playing games with them, you know, death and rebirth. So as far as an action goes, the action card is the let go. All right, the cards that's the death card. That's you gotta let go. You know, sometimes some shit's gotta go in order for other shit to grow. Sometimes everything has to fall apart in order for it to fall in place. Are you guys still there? Am I still here? And we got the Hierophant in reverse. So I wouldn't stay committed to this. Whatever this situation is, I feel like it's draining you mentally, draining you spiritually. You know, it's kind of one-sided. It's kind of like unrequited love. You know, one person definitely feels stronger than the other, but you do have the justice. So that might be your best move. Your best move might be to walk away. But that might be how you get what it is that you want. But don't walk away because you're playing games. You know what I mean? Like, don't ignore your phone because like you're like, oh well, I'm gonna leave them on red. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to play games or they're trying to grab their attention. No, make sure that you're busy with your life. You know, go out and do things that you actually enjoy. You know, the universe knows if you're playing games or not. The universe knows that you ain't really busy. You're just putting them on red to ignore them on purpose. You know, don't be ignoring people on purpose. Like, actually go and live your life and have a reason to ignore your phone. All right? So don't be playing games with this person. Don't be playing chess. You know, oh well, you ignore me for 5 hours, so I'm gonna ignore you for 6 hours. Like, nah. Just keep busy. You know what I mean? Just keep busy. But as far as actions go, the cards say to let this shit go. Move on, let it on. Okay, next. All right, let's go on to Team Sagittarius. Sagittarius, should you let go or should you hold on? Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up, Sagittarius. They're like, wait. Where did Sagittarius go? Sagittarius is like, I'm out. Vroom, vroom, beep, beep. Later, bitches. And Sagittarius is some of my favorite people. I have a Sagittarius moon. But if you want a really good Sagittarius reader, man, you got Shara, you got Selena, you got Chloe, you got Tanya, Tarot Vibes. They are all badass Sagittarius, beautiful, badass bitches. So go give them a holla and a follow, all right? I love my boss bitches. Boss bitches. Love them. Okay. Sagittarius. Should you stay or should you go? And little Robin's back. Justice in reverse. The Three of Cups in reverse. What else do we got? The Nine of Wands in reverse. So someone's got their guard up. You know, they're like either you or this other person is trying to let their guard down. Like you might have caught them in some sort of third party, or you think there was a third party. I mean, because the Justice is in reverse and the Three of Cups is in reverse. You know, but I feel like you were really extremely guarded towards this person. Like, I think that you feel like there is some sort of third party situation. If you suspect there's a third party, I wouldn't say that there is a third party, but the fact that you suspect it is like automatically is grounds for, you know, investigation for why you feel that way. Okay. Because even if they're doing something or not, you know, that lack of trust is definitely, that's definitely no bueno. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you feel like it's not going nowhere. There's no new start. Three of Swords in reverse. Like, you might be still healing from some sort of heartbreak or, you know. But this person is an Emperor. If you're wondering what's up with them, you know, maybe you guys just don't speak the same language. You know, like they might be, you might be thinking they're too good to be true. Like, wait a second, like what you got going on? You know what I mean? Like, you answer the phone when I call, you know, like what's up with that? Like, you don't try to play games with me. Like, it just might be a situation that you're not quite used to. All right. I would give this person a little bit more time with the Emperor there, you know, because I think, like, you might be just a little bit overly paranoid or just triggered by some of your experiences in your last relationships. Okay, because all them third party cards were in the reverse. So if you're specifically wanting to know if somebody's got a third party or something, you know, it doesn't look like there's a third party, but you still have a decision. You are at a crossroads. Okay, there is a decision that still needs to be made. Like, are you in a space mentally or physically or spiritually where you can deal with the stress of even thinking about this shit? Man, the last time I tried to get in a relationship, I was like, oh hell no. Like, the minute that I started feeling that weird ass shit, you know, like I put the brakes on that. I was like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with that, you know? So this might be a good evaluation for you to figure out where it is that you are on your spiritual journey, like how much healing you've done, what it is that you still need to work on, you know. What it is you still need to work on, You know, sometimes those things come up because, like, they let us know. You know, let us know, like, our triggers are there to let us know where we're still vulnerable, where we still hurt, where we're still working. But it doesn't look like this person is shady. It doesn't look like they got anything shady going on. The Hangman, you know, Seven of Wands. You just might need a little bit more internal work here. All right, like this, I think this is showing you where you're still wounded. Like these insecurities pop up in the Tower in reverse. So I mean, it's not like you're gonna find out some shit, and you got the Chariot in reverse. So I think you should give this person a little bit more time, Sagittarius. I think like this is showing you a little bit of where you might still have some insecurities, or where it is that you still like where you still got a wound festering. It might be an abscess, you know what I mean, that you haven't completely purged, you know. But it doesn't look like this person is up to anything shady, okay? And the cards are saying not to go nowhere. So hold on, Sagittarius. Hold on. Hold on. I feel like you're like a bucking bronco, all like, hell no. Hell no, we won't go. All right. Let's go on to Team Capricorn. Capricorn. It is Team Capricorn. What are you guys doing, Team Capricorn? Are you guys there? Like, I don't know if the live feed just quit. So if you guys can still see me, let me know. Somebody know. Let me know. Because sometimes I know they just quit and it doesn't let you know that it just quit. Sagittarius. What do we got for Sagittarius? Because I haven't seen no messages or nothing for a minute. So hopefully it's still there. Hopefully y'all can still see me. Capricorn. What do we got for Capricorn? Should you stay or should you go? Ten of Swords. Ouch. That's a big pile of burden. But that also means that that is the end of a rough situation or a rough cycle. The Ten of Wands. Ew. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. So, I mean, the good news is that it ain't gonna get any worse. All right? There's no way that it could get any fucking worse. That's brutal. Huh. Boo, boo, boo. I don't know if I'm still there. Oh, you okay? Sorry for the message. My mom just messaged me. I'm like, all the chat went dead. That was weird. What did she say? Yeah, I can't see y'all's messages. So if you're messaging me, I can't see you. But I'm glad to know that we're still live, and I'm not just talking to myself over here. Even though I do it all the time. It's like something, you know, the most conversations I have are with myself all day long. But, you know, all right, cool. So, yeah, you got Capricorn, you got the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So, it looks like you've had it really fucking rough. Like, that's really rough, Capricorn. But at the same time, that also indicates that it is the end. And you got the Justice in reverse. So you were done real dirty. This person had done you real, real dirty. And yeah, the Tower. Holy shit, Capricorn. What the fuck? That is brutal, dude. So whoever this person was, whatever this situation is, like this is, they did you bad. You know, the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Justice in the reverse, and the Tower card. That's a whole lot of ouch, Capricorn. And the Three of Swords. What? Jeez, I can't make this shit up. Ouch, Capricorn. So you, like, this person fucking rocked. Like, dude, I don't know what they did, but that's about, like, that's as bad as bad gets, man. Whoever this person is, whatever this situation was as bad as it's ever gonna fucking get. But the good news is is that it's the worst it's ever gonna get. It ain't ever gonna get any worse than what it is, what it's been. Like whatever this situation that you've been going through, whatever the situation with this person, like there is no worse. Yep, as the sun comes up, there is no worse after this. Okay? So like give yourself some time to do some healing. All right? Whatever, like holy fuck. Like that is some major fucking ouch, Capricorn. Like that is a whole series of what the fucking ouch, bro. But they can't rain all the time, right? And the good news is that it's not going to get any worse. It's only going to get up, because at the 10 is the end of a cycle. The 10 is the very last part of this torture that you've been going through. Whatever this torture's been, because this looks torturous as fuck. And I've been there, man. I have been there. Yeah, this is a whole lot of, like, y'all might have, like, that's almost like walking out at the altar type of deal. The four of wands in the reverse here on top of all of these cards. You know, that's like finding out somebody's been cheating on you, like the day before your wedding, or catching like your wife or your groom like hooking up with your cousin or some shit. You know, like this is some serious fucking ouch, Capricorn. So, I don't think they're like, I don't know if you could, I don't think anybody can rightfully stay in some shit like that. You know, you might pretend that you're all right, but you ain't ever going to be all right after that. You ain't ever going to be all right in this situation. Like you'll never forget whatever this heartbreak, whatever this major heartbreak is. There's no way you're ever going to forget that. There's just no way. So I'm sorry, Capricorn, but you're going to need some time to heal, bro. Like that is some serious freaking heartbreak. I would let that go, okay? I know you ain't gonna be able to just let the heartbreak go instantaneously or nothing, but whoever the fuck put all them fucking 10 of wands, the 10 of swords, the tower card, the heartbreak card, and the 4 of wands, like, oh, fuck that, okay? You're gonna need some time, and my heart fucking goes out to you, Capricorn, because that is brutal as fuck, but I would let that shit go. Let that go. Let him go. You deserve better than that. Fuck that. Ugh. Alright, let's go on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Let's see what we got for Team Aquarius. Should you stay or should you go? It is so nice outside. It's freaking beautiful. And I'm in my brand new car. Got a brand new car because my truck decided that I stole it. Somehow I've triggered the immobilizer in my truck. So that's a long story. And I am too stubborn. Like, I'm going to fix it. But in the meantime, I have a new car. And it's kind of serendipitous because it's exactly the same car that I gave to my son, which I loved. I loved that car so much. So I ended up getting the exact same car, and it was exactly within my price range and was posted exactly at the time that I needed it. So I felt like it was divine intervention for me to have this beautiful freaking Honda. I got a Honda. Vroom, beep, beep. Love it. Put it on some coilovers. Give it a lift, a lip kit, put a body kit on it. All right, Aquarius. I love working on cars, so you got the 3 of Pentacles. So this is a card about planning for the future. You know, that's making like, you could go ahead and buy them concert tickets, right? You could go ahead and plan a vacation. Okay? Because yeah, it's the Sun card. This person ain't going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. Like, you could go ahead and make long-term plans with this person and know, damn, the four of wands. That's beautiful. So if y'all aren't married yet, like, there's definitely the possibility of marriage. Like, this ain't going nowhere. This ain't going nowhere anytime soon for any sort of anything. You know, the Wheel of Fortune. Y'all might know each other from past lives. There's a deep sense of remembrance with each other. All right. But if y'all ain't married yet, you guys are definitely like, you better start planning. You better start planning that wedding. You better start looking at rings, looking at your dresses, you know, daydreaming. Judgment in reverse. Six of Cups. Building memories. You know, building core memories. Setting that solid foundation. The Empress in reverse. So, I don't know if, like, y'all might be out of the stage of being able to have kids. But this person might not want kids, or they might not be able to have children. But the Lovers, this is a very, very intense connection. Super intense, super successful, super romantic, lovey-dovey. Could even be a twin flame, okay? Like, you ain't going nowhere. This person ain't going nowhere anytime soon, ever. This card keeps circling me, wondering what I'm doing. I feel like you have moved, like you've done so much work on yourself and have transitioned for so long. Oh, he's coming over to talk to me. Hello.
Hi. I don't know if you know it now, but we close at 7 o'clock.
Oh, you close at 7? Okay. I did not know that.
Okay.
All right. What time is it now? Is it 7?
Huh?
Is it 7?
Yeah, what's 10 after now?
Okay. My bad. All right, guys. I got to leave where I'm at. Sorry. So, I love you guys. I got to go where I'm at. The security just kicked me out of the... Because I'm at the cemetery. I'm always at the cemetery. But let me just drive home. I'm just going to drive home, and you guys can come with me. Okay? So, I'm sorry about that, Aquarius. We will do Aquarius, the end of Aquarius and Pisces. Because we got one more sign left, so I'm not going nowhere yet. I just got to drive home. And we will timestamp this out. And I can't see any of your comments, so bear with me. You're going to drive home with me. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. I didn't know they closed at 7. I thought it was. Oh, there's fucking mud. No! I just washed my car. I will go home and then I will finish Pisces. You guys are gonna go for a ride with me. Even though I can't see anything that you're saying. And I did not know that they were gonna kick me out. So bear with me, guys. I refuse to end it with one sign left. I'm going out of here. Where am I at? Where do I go? Oh, there we go. Almost got lost. This guy's like, what's the girl doing? My bad. Sorry. It's okay, because I live like 2 seconds away from here. realize it was so late already. I don't have too far to go, and then we'll finish reading. I wish I could see what you guys were saying, but I totally stopped doing that. I'm almost there. And then we'll do the rest of the... We have one left. We have Pisces left. Go figure. You have a broken black and blue heart on my funny bone, right? Because I figured like love hurts real bad, and like just like when you hit your funny bone, like it hurts real bad, and all your friends just laugh at you and shit. So I put a broken black and blue heart on my funny bone. Okay, I'm here. I told you it was like 2.5 seconds away from my house. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. So sorry. I'm so sorry. They kicked me out. Okay. So, jeez. There's a lot of screeching tires lately. What the fuck? So people are driving erratic as fuck today. Alright, so to continue with Aquarius's reading, like that looked like a really successful long-term, super intense connection. So I would definitely hold on to that. You guys might start a business adventure together. You guys could be a power couple. Power couple vibes. But yeah, the Sun card. So I know that I'd already pulled that out, but it came out again. So this is a very happy, successful, long-term, loving relationship, Aquarius. So I would hold on to that. I wouldn't let that go. Let's go ahead and do Pisces. Since y'all have so patiently waited for me to drive all the way home. I can't believe I got kicked out. That's funny. All right, Pisces. Should you stay or should you go? It's cool. My little brother brought his family to Disneyland in California. Man, I remember going to Disneyland in California. Sorry about that. I remember going to Disneyland in California. Like the haunted mansion was my favorite for sure. When you turn the chair and then there's the ghost sitting next to you in the mirror, dude, I thought it was so cool. That was like my favorite thing about the whole place. All right, Pisces. What do we got for Team Pisces? Should you stay or should you go? Team Pisces. Should you stay or should you go now? Page of Pentacles. Two of Wands, so somebody's made up their mind. There's definitely been a decision made. And it feels like your guard is coming down. Like I feel like at one point you were extremely restless and had a lot of anxiety over being with this person or over the connection with this person. But it feels like that's starting to subside, you know, like things are starting to smooth out. Yeah, as far as your action card goes, the Chariot in reverse. So no go back, you no go nowhere. No going bye-bye, okay? No runs fast or scared, and no tuck tail and run. It feels like there was a lot of anxiety over the situation, but it feels like there's been a sense of surrender and peace. you know, at one point you might have felt like, oh, you don't know what's going on, you don't know if you could trust this person, you don't know if they're right for you, you don't know, you know, like there was a whole lot of what if involved, and I feel like a lot of that has subsided. You know, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, like where you were super anxious or super, you know, just restless or feeling like you weren't sure about what was going on, you do have the Justice and the Upright. So, I mean, some of you could be dealing with a Libra. I didn't really call out most of the signs for the other signs, but you do have the Justice and the Upright. So I feel like things are starting to, like, you're starting to realize that that you can let your guard down, you know? That you'll be okay. Like the Nine of Wands, it's like, yeah, she might be guarded. You might have your guard up. There might still be a little bit of a guard there. But underneath all of that, behind all of that, those walls that you've built, it's like you have this confidence. You have this inner knowing that no matter what happens, you know, no matter if this person fucks up and does some dumb shit or whatever, you're going to be okay. You know, like you have this inner resolve, this inner resolution, this inner knowing that no matter what this other person does, like at first you had a lot of anxiety about, you know, well, what happens if they do this or what happens if they do that, and it's like you done been around the block, you know. You done been around the block of the moon, and that's your card, Pisces. So you like you've already done been there. You done been there. You know it. You there's nothing that you haven't been through already, and you've survived every single thing that has ever been thrown at you. So like the security that you feel right now is real security. That's not security that you find in someone else. That's security that you find inside yourself. All right? That's a security that nobody can ever really take from you. They can fuck up. You know what I mean? They could fuck up. They could be disrespectful. They could, you know, that like all the things that they could do still isn't going to destroy you because you've got you 100% all the time. You've got you. You know, and I think at first you were kind of nervous about the success of this relationship, but I feel like you feel victorious. All right, you feel like you can let your guard down, that you are all right, that it'll be all right no matter what. No matter what happens, you'll be okay. And it doesn't feel like, it feels like you're kicking off your running shoes. Yeah, Tower in reverse. You might have catastrophized it at first. You might have had a whole lot of anxiety and catastrophized it, and you know, all played all of the what ifs, but you're letting your guard down. You're slowly letting this person in. You're kicking off your running shoes. So I feel like you're okay to hold on, Pisces, the High Priestess. I think you intuitively know that too. Like it's taken a minute for you to get in tune with what is your emotions and, you know, what's real and what is based off of like your, you know, your past experiences. But it feels like intuitively, like you intuitively know that you're safe with this person. You're safe to let your guard down. You're safe to stay. It's safe for you to stay. Like you don't have to go nowhere. You know, Strength card. And it might take a whole lot more strength to face the fact that, you know, to stay rather than to run. Sometimes it's easier just to fucking run. It's easier to be by ourselves, you know what I mean? Not have to deal with any sort of emotions, not have to be accountable, not have to take another person into consideration. Like being by ourselves is easy as hell, you know? But it's taking a lot of strength to be vulnerable, to be really transparent, to have the amount of accountability it takes to be in a successful, healthy relationship, you know. And for the first time, I feel like you are okay with where you're at. The Star card, like you feel a lot of hope and with your love life, with the love that you have between you and this other person. You know, you feel hopeful in this relationship or about this relationship. So it looks like you're good, the Emperor. So it looks like you're good to stay, Pisces. You're good to stay. You can kick off your running shoes. Kick off your running shoes. All right? Because the biggest problems you got 99 problems, but the majority of them are all in your head, man. And ain't that the fucking truth? Like our own mental prison. We are our own worst enemies most of the time. So you're good. You're good, Pisces. All right, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for bearing with me and for being here with me and driving home with me since I got kicked out of where I was at. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you all soon, okay? And if you would like a personal private reading, please go to my website at crystal-lavender.com. All right? All right. Okay. Okay, bye. How do I end this thing?